Huda is a psycho and Jeremiah is her pet. I don't know what is going on in Love Island, but we're going to talk about it. Hi, my name is MJ. Hi, y'all. I haven't seen you guys in a hot minute. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go in order. I'm going to go in Love Island USA Season 7. And I've watched everything up until, Charlie being off the actual island. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. Then I'm going to go into Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively stuff. Then I'm gonna go into Cowboy Carter. Okay, so that's gonna be the sequence of today's show. I should have recorded episodes to put up episodes up by now, right? But the problem is with me, I'm so busy, so I keep forgetting to put up an episode, and then once I do, I'm like, oh my god, I need to look good for the episodes. Oh my god, I need to find time to look. So I just need to just sit my beautiful black behind down and just record. That's what I need to do, and stop focusing on what I look like in these videos. But I'm the only one cringing. So if I look crazy, I'm just like happy that I'm sitting down and recording. That's what's happening right now. Let's talk about Love Island. The producers of Love Island Season 7 did an incredible job. I just have to say, this is probably better than last season so far. The thing is with Love Island, though, there's kind of lows and highs. So you have to be consistently in it. If you're not consistently in it, you will miss a large part of the context and the conversations that are going on, even though it's boring. I need the producers to keep it at this high, but at this consistent basis to continually keep us entertained. Because if it's not entertaining, then I'm gone. And that's the thing, and that's what happened in season 6 of Love Island. I was able to miss 2 or 3 episodes at a time and be like, okay, nothing has happened, because it wasn't that poppin'. Even though the people in the show was good people, entertaining people, it wasn't enough for me to watch each and every episode. Not anything good was happening. But this season so far, it's just going up like this. It's so good. So I'm going to talk about each and every cast or each and every couple, and then give my thoughts with the last episode with Charlie being off the island. Again, this is a spoiler alert if you don't know. Like I said, HUDA is a psycho. HUDA, who's a mom, she's a psycho. I think she's coming into this island thinking that she's about to wife herself up. She does not look at this like a game. She looks at it like it's Love is Blind. She's here to get married, which is what you want the creators and the producers of the show to want the contestants to basically look at the show like, okay, you're coming in to find your mate, your connection, your partner. Great, but if that's the case, then you need to be off your island. If you found your husband, you need to get off the island, because even though that's the goal of Love Island, that's not what's actually happening in reality. The people watching Love Island wants to see the drama, the messiness, the craziness, the sexiness. That's what they want to see. And HUDA somehow has all of that. So I don't know how they're going to do this, because I do think America wants HUDA gone because she's a psycho and she's not playing by the Love Island game, which is you need to test other connections. That's great that you love, apparently she loves Jeremiah. The love came within 24 hours. That's great. You love bombing yourself and love bombing Jeremiah. That's great and all, but you need to play the game. If you're not going to play the game, America wants you gone. Okay? And I know some of you guys are like, oh, Jeremiah is also trying to play the game too, because he said that to her when she told him that she's a mom. But I just don't get that from Jeremiah. I think Jeremiah really likes her and is looking at her like a girlfriend. But what they don't understand, the steps that you need to get to become girlfriend, boyfriend status, they're at exponential 7. They're at times 7 speed. So they need to go. Here's the thing. I need them to go at a Taylor and Alejandра's pace. If they really love each other, that's the pace that they need to go on, or Charlie and Hannah's pace, right? The pace, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeremiah knocks up HUDA and she gets pregnant next week. I would not be shocked. Girls, I would not be shocked if Huda is pregnant next week. I ain't gonna hold you. So Huda is a psycho. Jeremiah knows Huda is a psycho, and we've seen that last episode. Like she sees Jeremiah clearly sees the craziness, but instead of being like, I need a break, I need to go, or we can't do this right now, he goes along with it. I don't know if it's because he likes it, or I don't know if it's because he really looks at her as endgame, so he's gonna put himself through it because he really wants to end up with her. But you can't, these are things that really do bother you and really go to your character and your personality. So if it doesn't mesh, like, you're not married, Jeremiah. Like, you're not married to this woman. And this is like the craziest thing. And Huda seems like not only is she a psycho girlfriend who's high maintenance, she's also a mean girl. Like, she was a mean girl to Amaya when Amaya came into the villa. And then she's like, oh my God, sister! I don't know what's going on with this girl. Like, I don't know what is... The producers need to keep a close eye. And the crash out that Huda's going to perform to us in episode 13, episode 12. I got my pop... I can't wait. Like, now my evenings have gotten so much better because of Love Island. It's so good. Like, I don't know how the producers are doing it. I don't know how they're doing it. It's so... Whatever they're doing, keep doing it. Hopefully everybody's safe and happy on that island. But I'm just saying, the drama we dropped. Like, America was screaming at that screen last night. So let's continue. So Jeremiah, I think he's a good kid. I just think that because he really likes Huda, he's putting up with the bullshit. Moving on, Nick and Sierra. I don't think they're endgame. I think they both like each other, but I don't think anything's happened. I think Nick is a really good guy friend. I think Nick... The thing is that what Nick said, though, at the elimination ceremony last night when Charlie was kicked off, it's what he should have told Jeremiah in private already. The fact that Nick is saying all of this in front of him, in front of Jeremiah, in front of the whole world, without even telling Jeremiah yet. Jeremiah's having to look at him sideways, like, why didn't you tell me that? If that's how you truly feel, like, why are you acting like you're my uncle? And Nick has already, like, told him, like, yes, that's great that Huda's a mom, you know, I spread my seed too, but just letting you know, are you okay with that? Like, are you okay being a stepdad? Can you be a stepdad? And Jeremiah just kind of like brushed it aside. Like, I just don't understand why Jeremiah thinks that he needs to stick with Huda. Like, that's also the biggest thing to me. Like, they're not married. Like, Jeremiah and Huda are not married. Like, I just don't get it. Anyways, and this is Love Island, not Love is Blind, you know? They haven't signed a marriage contract. So Nick is a good guy friend. People think that Nick really loves Alejandra. I think Nick looks at Alejandra like a fetish, like a black fetish. I think he's never had a black girl in his life, and he looks at Alejandra as this like black phoenix, fox, black, you know, baddie who like she finds attractive, but I think it's kind of like a fetish. People think that, oh, they're endgame. No, I think he just no. I do love Sierra. Sierra is like a smart girl. You can tell she's quite smart. I'm waiting for her to get with Mr. After School Program, who is Mr. Mr. Pepper, who was basically dry humping Hannah. Let's get to that. So I think endgame is Sierra and Mr. Pepito. Okay, Mr. Pepito. I call him Mr. After School Program. Follow me on TikTok. I give live after the dark, you know, commentary on Love Island. Cause I've been watching it every single night. So that's what I'm doing. I call him Mr. After School Program. So again, he's the guy who was like basically locking lips and eating Hannah's face. So Hannah and Mr. After School Program is not endgame. I think, like Hannah said, it's all a sexual connection. I do think Hannah and Charlie is endgame. I think last night Hannah is really blaming herself because she should have told the entire villa that she's really into Charlie, not just Amaya. And we'll get to Amaya, okay? Not too much on Amaya, okay? Which I'll get to that. Next we have Alejandra. Alejandra is the actual mom of the villa, not Huda and Jeremiah, Psycho and Mr. Crazy. They both love, yes, Huda and Jeremiah, they both love bomb each other. Anyways, Jeremiah was love bombing her, and now it's flip flop. Now Huda's love bombing him, and it's quite, you can easily tell that Jeremiah doesn't like her, but he's sticking with her. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's to win the game, but America's smart. You know what I mean? So Alejandra's amazing. Alejandra, yeah. I really hope she gets her man. It's not Jalen. I really wish it was, but Jalen is like really physical. Like he really likes her. Like he wants to get handsy with her, and she doesn't like that. And I agree. I don't think girls should like that in the beginning. I think it should be a mix of both. You know, stimulate me emotionally, intellectually, and then get physical. And that's what Taylor gives Alejandra, even though there's no physical connection there, even though there's a physical connection between Jalen and Alejandra. And you can tell Alejandra doesn't like kissing people, even though it's like she's the only player who's kissed a lot of people, because she's probably old school, lovey girl, like win my heart, win me, and then you can, kiss me. Yeah, that's Alejandra. That's Jalen. And Taylor should have left last night. Taylor should have been the person who actually left last night. If not Huda, then Charlie. Taylor should have left. Because Taylor is nice and all. He's a good guy friend. But he's not into Alejandra. The amount of kisses he's had of Alejandra, where he literally had to pull her face to kiss her in that photo booth, was the most strange interaction I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm sorry. That was strange. What the freak was that? That to me didn't look like he liked her. Like just to make her so weird. Next, am I missing anybody? Oh, Amaya. I think I've talked to him. I think we've talked to. Oh yes, Ace. Oh my God, how can we forget about Ace? Ace is one of my favorite guys. He's one of the real ones. What Ace said in front of America about Jeremiah and Huda is what we're all thinking about. So I don't care what you guys are saying. I know Jeremiah sits like this. Every single time a new girl comes in, he sits like this. Yeah. I don't know why he has to lounge like that. Is it because it's too hot? Is it too hot, my brother? Is it too hot? I get it. But and that's why he's always shirtless, because he's hot. It's probably hot. But I don't see him with that Cali girl, outside of the villa. They're cute in there. They're a cute couple in there. But I don't see them together in real life. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm okay with Ace and that girl, that Cali girl, the white blonde girl, going together because they do have chemistry. They're compatible, cute, couple up. But now she's in a couple with Mr. Pepito, Mr. After School Program. So I like Ace. I think Ace keeps it real, but like everybody else, like Alejandra is doing, she's supporting everybody's delusions for everybody's happiness, and that's whatever. Even though Jeremiah and Huda are going literally about to be grandmas next week, we're just gonna roll with it looks like. So that's what I feel about that. And then I think so last episode, so when Charlie left. So here's my thing with Amaya. I think Amaya's a good girl. I think Amaya comes from a point of selfishness because she's been hurt. So Amaya's now looking at a lot of the connections, so the three people, not the connection, but the three people about to be eliminated. So Taylor, Charlie, Huda, she's not looking at them and voting them off based off of the connections they have in the villa. She's looking at these three people on how they've treated her. So Amaya looks at Taylor like a brother. She literally calls him brother. They are like this. So she's never going to vote Taylor off. Amaya is really close with Huda. Huda's been there through a lot of Amaya's emotional episodes. That girl should be in a telenovela. I completely agree. So emotional. Like, her acting is incredible. But the thing is, she's not acting. Like, that's her true feelings. She's like, oh my God. Really, really emotional girly. And then Charlie just wanted to get with Amaya in spite her really good friend Hannah. Wanted to hurt Hannah through Amaya, and Amaya didn't like that. Even though Amaya's sister's with Hannah, at the end of the day, I don't think Amaya likes Charlie to begin with. So I don't think that's why she kicked Charlie off. Like, I get it. I do. And I know everybody hates Amaya right now, and I do get that. But it's not her fault. It really isn't. And especially when she's like constantly trying to avoid the side eyes from her own partner, Ace. Ace is like, what crazy person am I saying this to? Like, she's like crying, like, no, I don't want to do that. No. Ace is like Ace is constantly making fun of her, constantly calling her name. Like, he does not like her. So you have that, and the fact that no one's like chasing after her, no one likes her, like no one likes her romantically, and I don't think people like her platonically. I don't think people like really like her, honestly. So there's that. So she probably really feels alone in the villa, and I know like she probably calls a lot of these people her sisters and whatever, but I don't know. I think they would vote her off in one beat. So I think she's taking care of. She's thinking about the connections these three people have to her, not to other people. So I get it. I do. I get her mindset. But she was wrong. Amaya was wrong. If Hannah is truly your sister, your go-to forever, your girlfriend, your long lost, chica, why would you vote off the man that she's falling in love with? Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? So it's like Amaya can't read the room to save her life. And we're going to get to see how that falls out with the Hannah in the next episode, and how they're going to, obviously Huda's going to be forever grateful to Amaya for not kicking her off. But to be quite honest, I don't think Amaya would have kicked Huda off. I think Amaya would have kicked Taylor off for second. You know what I mean? That's all with that. Like, I'm really excited. I'll try to do like a weekly recap of like Love Island, and like give you guys about wagwan about that. Because at the end of the day, they all sound crazy. They're all crazy. And the king and queen of the crazy and psycho club is Jeremiah and Huda. Everybody is crazy to me except for Ace and Alejandra. They're the real ones. I forgot to talk about Austin and Shelly. I love Shelly in the beginning. I don't know the connection that Austin has with Shelly. She keeps saying it, but like she's speaking to the abyss. She's not speaking to America. America can see right through that. America can see right through that. I don't get it. I think she's trying to use it because people saying, oh, because she's such a nice girl, doesn't want to hurt Austin's feelings, or she's trying to use him to stick to a couple that is reliable and dependable. But, and like, to me, the end game is Ace and Shelly. People are also saying that Shelly is gay or bi, like she should go and date a girl. Because I don't know what she's doing with these men in the villa, but I think that Shelly hasn't found like her match yet. So I think when the new bombshells, or maybe in Casa Amor, maybe she would find her man. But I like Shelly, as a person, but I don't know. I don't like how she's like handling all these connections. I don't like it. Even like the Ace connection, like I get it. Ace really likes Shelly. I think even with the Ace and Shelly thing, I don't really blame Shelly. Sorry, I don't really blame Ace. I blame Shelly because I do feel I do think that Ace looks at Shelly and he finds her intimidating. Just how Mr. After School Program finds Sierra intimidating. To me, Sierra and After School Program Mr. Pepito are endgame. Shelly and Ace might be endgame at this point. I'm not really sure. So those are my thoughts of Love Island. I'm really excited to see how that goes. Next, the 400 million lawsuit. Now, I was going to do a video about this, but honestly, there's really no point. We're at the time where all of what has happened has really gone in Justin Baldoni's favor. And I'll break it down, okay? Yes, Blake Lively won and her dismissed. So what she did, she brought forth a dismissal of all of the charges that Justin Baldoni filed last year, right? It was like $400 million, 252 New York Times, right? And Blake Lively's lawyers says that all of these lawsuits, complaints should be dismissed, and The judge agreed. Here's the thing, though. What people don't understand, and even Brian Friedman knows and probably told his client, Justin Baldoni, is that defamation lawsuits are really hard to prove. Everything that he alleged in that lawsuit is very hard to prove. Here is what's left. Here is what's left from the actual lawsuit, okay? So, from the lawsuit, we have, so they said, the court will not grant leave to amend the majority of the Wayfarer's claims because they have been dismissed, because amendment would be futile. So what they did though, however, the court will grant leave to amend the claims for tortious interference with contract and breach of implied contract. Those are two claims, and those are the ones that talks about, did Blake Lively have a contract on set? That's why she was acting like this. She didn't really know her duties and responsibilities as an employee, yada, 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 which is actually going to have a huge impact in the entertainment industry going forward. So those two claims are going to be really important: breach of contract and torturous something. It's actually 4 claims. Brian Friedman, made a statement on the dismissal and said that it's actually 4 claims that he can amend. But what we have so far for sure is torturous interference with contract and breach of implied contract. So we're going to see that and see the claims for that. Here's the thing. Justin Baldoni still hasn't lost here. I know Blake Lively must be really happy because those she's won that dismissal. But the problem is so much information has been distributed since last year about all of this. We all know how Blake Lively acts when making this movie. We all know who Justin Baldoni is. I know a lot of these claims are alleged, we don't get to know more. We don't know enough yet until discovery has ended, until they've discovered more facts and evidence and things like that. But this is part of Justin Baldoni's claims. This is part of Justin Baldoni's plan, that file this so we can be able to show to the world what actually happened. So we can actually file that Schedule A with that huge timeline of events, letting everybody know what actually happened on set. And the thing with Blake Lively is, not only did she agree with everything for the most part, except for the harassment, and that's still up in the air. I'll get to that. So not only did Blake Lively agree to a lot of what has happened, she doubled down in her own claims and her own motions and her own letters to the judge and the things that she filed. So, and the thing with Blake Lively, she's not, she refused to lay low. And the thing is, she probably thinks that everybody thinks she's amazing. No, I think a lot of people are like, whoa, that's who you are. That's crazy. And I think Justin Baldoni will do whatever he takes to be able to clear his name. Now, the harassment is still up in the air. Blake Lively's claim is still alive and well. And what I said in the TikTok, which you guys should follow me, Attainable Beauty, I said, which was... Everything just left my mind. Justin Baldoni is no longer on the offense and defense. He's just on the defense for the most part, right? He's going to be defending the claims that basically creating a defense against the Blake Lively's lawsuit, right? Before he was, on the offense, right? Because he has his old $400 million lawsuit to the $250 million. Since that's all gone for the most part, he's just on the defense. So the case it's not even close to ending. The game has just begun. The trial is still going ahead. We still have a March 2026 trial date on Blake Lively's case, and people are still testifying. Blake Lively has said that she's still going to testify. The S harassment is still up in the air. Now, where I stand of it, I just don't like the way Blake Lively has treated all of this. Like, to me, you know, it does not... She doesn't act like a person who has been experiencing S harassment. You know what I mean? Her behavior and everything, and then coupled with her behavior with her best friend Taylor Swift, how she told her lawyers to strong arm Taylor Swift to give her a copy of the text messages, or even actually delete the text messages, and if she didn't, Blake Lively will expose 10 years of text messages. And then once Taylor Swift found out that Blake Lively was doing that to her, Taylor Swift's dad called Brian Friedman to let him know, Blake Lively is trying to extort us, just letting you know. And that ended up creating an affidavit that forced Brian Friedman to create an affidavit where he then claimed that all of what I just said is to be true. So it's just I just don't like Blake's behavior. I don't know what is going on. I think everything that has happened so far has benefited, for the most part, Justin Baldoni. Yes, the S harassment is still up, but it still looks like Justin Baldoni is winning, for the most part. Even though the claims have been dismissed, I mean, people's views on both of them have changed forever. So, moving on to Cowboy Carter. Yes, I went to New Jersey to go see the Cowboy Carter. It was a great experience. What I would recommend, though, to those who are going to go see one of their favorite artists or artists that they've grew up, that they grew up with, is to spend money on the experience, spend money on those tickets. I was like, I don't care if I'm in the third section, row 11. No, I care, because I barely saw Beyonce. Like, I wasn't even close to her, but I had a good time, a lovely time. It was 3 hours. Did not feel like 3 hours. It felt like an hour. My boots that I was wearing wasn't even cow boots, but they were brown boots. My outfit and everything is on TikTok again. Were gorgeous, but also I haven't worn heels in a long time, so I was in agony. It took me a long time and over an hour to walk out of the stadium because I was in agony, pain and agony. My feet was killing me. I loved it. Beyonce is one of the greatest performers of our time, the greatest vocalist. Any weird freak who comes up to me saying that Beyonce can't sing and dance, you're not okay in your head. I'm sorry. You don't have to love Beyonce, but you cannot tell me that she cannot sing or dance. Like, you're a psycho. You're a psycho. I'm sorry. You're a psycho. You are a psycho. You cannot tell me that she cannot sing or dance. I have people who've come up to me and be like, yeah, Beyonce can't sing or dance. I don't know what to tell you. I literally watched her sing a song that was done in, like, it was opera. I forgot the song on the Cowboy Carter album, but it was amazing. She actually sang opera live. Like, after watching Beyonce sing live, nobody can tell me nothing about Beyonce. Nobody can tell me nothing about Beyonce. I'm sorry. You can't. So I ended up staying a weekend in New Jersey. I was supposed to vlog the entire experience, do all of that, and go to the New Jersey boardwalk, because next day was Memorial Day. No. What I've learned is that I can't travel with my family. I think I'm getting to the age in my life where traveling with family is like a great luxury, or used to be a great pastime, but I cannot do it anymore as I get older. It's either I travel with myself or people who are like me and likes to do things that I like to do. If you don't like to do things that I like to do, I don't think I want to travel with you. I thought it would be a good idea to travel with my family members on Memorial Day weekend. On Saturday night, I went to go see Beyonce, and my sister and brothers were doing other things in the hotel. And then the next day, we would go to brunch in New Jersey, go to Mall of America, go to the boardwalk in New Jersey, the famous one, Jersey Shore. And we had all this time because we had 36 hours. It's Memorial Day. No one's working. And my plane out of America to Canada would have been Monday evening, right? So we had 36 hours. So we did not end up going anywhere. My sister was like, I have a cold, so we all have to go home. So we all went home and we drove. So we used my sister's car. So I'm really happy that I'm in like a great mindset right now to talk about it, because just a few weeks ago I would have not been, because I was still so pissed. It's just, I realize that you really can't travel there. You have to set boundaries with family. Like if family wants to treat you like this way, you have to tell them this is how you really want to interact with them. Take it or leave it, because you have your own life to live. You need to keep your own peace of mind. So yeah, I didn't end up going anywhere in New Jersey. We ended up going home via New York. We ended up going to New York for what? I don't know. I was only allowed to go to Bryant Park in New York, and then we drove home. So we'll never be traveling with my sister, my family ever again. We'll be traveling, doing solo trips. I'm excited. I do have some solo trips planned on some long weekends, and yeah, I'm excited for that. It's time. I'm tired today, y'all, but I'm so happy I was able to muster up the time and the energy to be able to record. So many thoughts, so many things has happened over the last few weeks that I've spoken to you guys, and I've just been processing it all, coupled with like working and life. And thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know you love Island Thoughts. Let me know about your Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively thoughts. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay woke, stay healthy, stay safe. Ciao, Bella.